Hey guys, welcome to the DG Roundtable for June 24th. We've been making some pretty solid progress at DG over the last 2 weeks. I'm glad you all could join us today to discuss it. Currently, we're sitting at a bit under $8 million in the treasury, a little over 164,000 DG staked in governance. And the two biggest announcements over the last 2 weeks were our $5 million funding raise that welcomes several partners that can kind of take DG to the next level. If you didn't see that announcement, I would definitely check it out on our blog post. It kind of outlines, what we plan to do in terms of expansion and lists like some of the key partners that we brought on board for the raise. And then the second being we moved and ported it over DG to BSC to start Pancake Swap cake liquidity farming rewards. So you can now stake DG and BNB on Pancake Swap for a pretty solid APY. I think it's a little over like 150% or so currently. So that widens our liquidity mining for DG to 4 different platforms now. We have Sushi Swap, where you can earn sushi for DG ETH. We have Quick Swap, which is on Polygon, which you can earn quick for DG and ETH. We have Uniswap, DG and ETH, where you can earn DG. And then now Pancake Swap, where you can stake DG, BNB, and earn cake tokens. In terms of expansion, with our new runway, we hired one more developer over the last 2 weeks and a QA analyst. So we really excited to onboard them, especially the QA analyst, because as our product becomes more and more complex and more games, it's going to be really important for us to automate testing, because we're pretty much pushing updates, as you can see from the dev updates channel, almost daily, multiple times a day. So I think these recent additions will really put us in a good place. In terms of the game updates, we've had several kind of optimizations to each game over the last 2 weeks. I can kind of go through them one by one. For roulette, we made some fixes to the chip sound. We added a longer sound for the spin. We added the new 3D floating last 10 numbers. I know was like really a request from the community since we removed it from the on-screen UI. I think the 3D kind of representation is a bit better, and it doesn't interfere with the competition UI during casino nights. So that's been solid to add back in. We added a model that hovers above the spinning wheel that kind of just acts as a background to display the number as the roulette wheel is spinning, and then after the spin. And then obviously that also applied to the pending bets for the roulette, right above the roulette wheel. For blackjack, we fixed the issue with the interference with roulette. If you played roulette and then pressed F on your blackjack table, it would put the bet on a roulette table again. So we fixed that issue. We fixed some issues with Countdown UI, and yeah, that was the main kind of updates for blackjack. In terms of poker, several different updates. We added some welcome messages. So right when you join the table with just one player, and make sure that you know that you need a second player to join before proceeding. We had some side pot bug fixes and all-in bug fixes. We removed the poker tables downstairs because they were causing some interference with some of the other games of Tominoya. So they're entirely upstairs now. If you haven't checked out the new poker lounge, I would say definitely cruise up there. We made several updates to the flooring. We added some NPCs. It just is looking a lot more polished now. The stairs are even a bit more polished to kind of go down to the indented poker lounge. We added an entirely new currency selection. So right when you join the table, it's much easier to select the amount of chips that you want to play with. It's very similar to the way we do it in blackjack. Was kind of taken inspiration from that design. We added a new model Right above that, right when you join, shows you the active token and the blinds for that table and the rake. For now, it just applies for free play. We're still working on integrating crypto to poker. I expect to have something testable by this weekend. I'm really excited for that though, since we've been getting really solid feedback, and everyone has been, really enjoying the poker events. We added a dialogue to the poker NPC, and then we added a new warning to the countdown to auto fold you if you walk away from the table, because that was kind of an issue, because in DCL it's kind of easy to accidentally walk away from the table, and so in the past it would auto you, which was causing some issues. So yeah, that's all the recent poker updates over the last 2 weeks. Like I said, definitely hop into Tominoya, test it upstairs. You notice a lot of different cosmetic changes and logic changes. The game is getting there. I think really the next step is just adding crypto, and I'm really looking forward to testing that with everyone. Sometime next week. In terms of the slots, I don't know if everyone has hopped in, but they're in the west and east wings of Tominoya, upstairs and downstairs. And we have a much better design now compared to our old ones. These ones have 5 reels, a lot more different pay lines. They have animations for the wins, and all different types of jackpots. I think over 11 different jackpots that you can win, different sizes. And so right now, like if you test it out, you kind of have to use like a balance that's kind of just integrated into each particular machine. You start with like 500 tokens. Our next steps for slots is integrating the gameplay into the free play balance that you have, that's stored in the database that you use, for competitions and everything. And then we're working on an approach to the slots to accommodate crypto bets. We kind of had to take a slightly different approach for slots crypto because of the congestion of Polygon. I don't know if everyone has been keeping up with Polygon, but essentially there's been a lot of people like spamming the blockchain just because it's very cheap and it's blown up a bit. So lots of eyes on it, and there's lots of competitors like looking to compete with Polygon. So anyways, there's been a lot of spam that's been happening, essentially, that causes these spikes in the gas. So we actually right now are working on a solution to this that will better adapt to increasing gas costs for transactions on Polygon. But anyways, long story short, the cost of submitting transactions on Polygon has gone up considerably for us, and since we pay, they really have to take this into account, especially when working out the mathematics for new games such as slots. In the past, it was like a fraction of a cent per transaction, and in roulette and blackjack, there's 2 transactions per game. The bet transaction, and then it holds funds in custody, and then the payout transaction. So it's like 2 transactions per play. In slots, it's a bit different. We have to kind of take into account much smaller bet sizes, and in some of the other games, like our minimum bet is 1 die or 1 mana about, and in slots it seems to be like we're gonna have to accommodate much smaller bet sizes. So we're working on an approach to this. Basically, the approach that we were thinking would make sense is you would submit 1 transaction at the start of the session to kind of fund the game, and then you would play several times throughout that session, and then each half you submitted, for each spin would be submitted in a payout transaction, which would settle the balance at the end of your session, whether the user disconnects or walks away. It would just settle the balance. So that's kind of in the design stage currently. Like I said, the next steps would be just hooking up the slots to the free play balance. It's much more, exciting to play compared to our old slots. So I would say definitely check it out. General updates for the casino and games. We just added some messages that appear in the UI. If a user has a zero balance, it basically just routes them to the website so they can deposit. Yeah, increase the gas to 40 GUI. Yeah, it's a lot more expensive to submit transactions on Matic, but I mean, we're working on a solution so that we'll be able to kind of adapt to these spikes in gas, because oftentimes they'll spike up to even like 100 GUI for like a minute or so, and that causes some of the transactions to hang, and then it will return back to like 12 or 10 or something. So I think it's really important that we design something that's is able to breathe like with the GUI costs. The daily crypto raffle, we increased that from $15 to $50 of D. And as you guys know, you just have to play one game of blackjack or roulette each day with crypto to enter that. We thought that 15 was a bit small, so 50 it is for now on. And yeah, we just made several optimizations to the NPCs in each of the games to kind of reduce lag. We kind of right when we added the new NPCs, it seemed like they were adding a bit of lag, so especially during high traffic events, so made some optimizations there. In terms of focus for the next 2 weeks, first thing is the poker integration with crypto and just general gameplay optimizations. And then, like I said before, slots connection to free play balance, and then starting the crypto integration, kind of still in the design phase of the crypto slots experience, just because of the limitations of and the speed that we want to deliver in terms of being able to spin it like several times in a row without having to wait for a transaction each time. And then general website updates. We've been working on the new onboard via Connect for quite a while now. I think it's been over 4 to 6 weeks. And we're gonna do a merge, I think by tomorrow, for all of the new updates for the account page. We have some updates for landing page and the Connect deposit coming within the next week. So I think that should help a lot in terms of onboard to just squash any confusion with people that are onboarding crypto for the first time. So look forward for the account page merge by tomorrow, though. And then yeah, as I mentioned earlier, just creating an application that kind of is better at judging which GUI gas price to submit transactions with, just so we don't overpay for transactions, because we kind of had to just increase it considerably given the congestion of the network recently. In terms of active governance proposals, we have one right now for continuing the Uni V2 liquidity rewards. So check it out on the dashboard. I know recently we had a few different ones regarding some Decentral DAO proposals. Yeah, there's one still active for voting power to wearables. And we have like a lot of voting power in the Decentral DAO. So I think if people feel strongly about anything within the Decentral DAO, we should really discuss it in our governance channel in the DG Discord. Overall, the DG has around like 2.3 million votes total, given our land and mana holdings. So we can definitely allocate votes accordingly to what the DG community would prefer. Before I open it up to the floor, things that kind of I was thinking that would be good to talk about is kind of the new wearables minting. Like we're looking at doing several new designs, because right now we can mint new lines of wearables for 500 mana per line. Yeah, and then in general DCL DAO proposals. We're also looking to do some kind of cool things with our popes. Like I know everyone has been like collecting these popes for the last several months, and we're actually going to be adding popes to our governance dashboard. We're working with Pope on that, so you'll get a like I voted Pope, which will be pretty cool. But yeah, in general, we want to we're thinking about ways to give back to our Pope holders. So stay posted on that. And yeah, in terms of just general events, any feedback on meetups or just suggestions for those? I know some of them have been pretty popular and been getting some solid feedback. The ones on Mondays featuring a speaker, and then just any suggestions for the regular casino night competitions as well. So, guys, anyone want to come up? You can raise your hand, and then I can approve to hop up here. Orange Joe. I invited you up, Orange. I think you gotta accept the invite, Orange Joe.
Oh,
there we go.
All right. Yeah, look, this is my first meeting, so thank you for bringing me up, first of all. Secondly, if this is the wrong place to bring this up, I apologize, but you did just mention general DAO propositions. And I felt like it may be a good time to bring up the proposition right now that's trying to grant VP to L1 or layer 1 wearable holders, right? Which, as far as I understand, includes the DG wearables that are all on the layer 1 Ethereum chain, which would bring, long-term voting power as well as, your mining bonus. So seems like a good thing to, kind of grant a little bit more value to some of these wearables, and in turn, the casino. So that's really all I had to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be beneficial for, a lot of people in the DG community own some of these wearables. So let's see, Mythic. Yeah, so they would be legendary. So it'd be 100. Wait, no, I forget. I don't know which
It would be
level they are.
100 VP per legendary. It's 1,000 for the mythics. So it's like I think it's like 1 for the lowest tier, the orange ones. Then it's like 110, 100, something like that. But I believe all of our DG wearables are purple, right?
Yeah, which one is that one? I'm not even remember the purple one.
I'm not 100% on the naming either, but I know that the purple is one step below Mythic. Mythic gives 1,000, and the step below gives 100. That proposition, I've kind of been posting about it on the forum, on the Discord, but I don't know if it's kind of gone under. I don't know if everyone's already voted, so I don't want to be a pain in the ass about it. But it does end in 2 days, so it ends on June 26th. And it needs 500,000 yes votes still to pass. It's sitting at like 540 something thousand, something like that.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think if DG's votes are allocated, then we can push it over the line. It seems like let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's winning in the DG DAO voting. So that closes tomorrow. So we would be voting yes on it as of now. So thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for having me.
I think it would help. I mean, it seems like it would be beneficial for DG community members, just because a lot of folks have the original L1 wearables.
Right. I mean, everyone wants to participate in the DAO. If you look at the votes, at least on my screen, they're ordered by the amount of VP. Like obviously, mine's on top. And then below that, they're ordered in descending order by VP. And if you look all the way at the bottom, you'll see people with like 0.1 voting power, with like 5 voting power, voting yes on this. I mean, people want to participate in the DAO, but I mean, this guy with like 5 voting power, why would he bother? Right? If this passes, then I mean, the Binance hoodies, the Kraken hat, the holiday wearables, DG wearables, all of that stuff gives you a little bit of voice into the DAO. And not only that, right? I mean, that's practical, right? That's value driven. But not only that, but I mean, these wearables, like, as a secondary point to me, these wearables are a part of Decentraland's history, right? Now that the wearables market is open to the public, I mean, these things are, I guess it's arguable, right? It's subjective, but some of these things are not, in my opinion, very good wearables, and they're going to disappear with the market. I'm not talking about the DG ones. The DG ones are classic, but like the holiday ones, there's an acorn hat. Some of them are terrible, but
yeah,
you know, I mean, having that voting power, right, will continue to make these like historic DCL items continue to be relevant. You know, regardless of how far advanced the wearable market gets to be, right? These, you know, ancient, right? These relic wearables will still have some sort of relevancy in Decentral, and I think that's a good idea as well. So that's my piece. I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic now. Thank you.
Yeah. No worries. Thanks for coming up and sharing that. You're absolutely right. I mean, it does represent kind of like being early and having a stake in the decentralized ecosystem. So, yeah, everyone can vote on that, and then we'll be allocating those votes tomorrow. It's a Friday. I'm trying to go through the questions on the technical. Sorry for the delays. DG stablecoin liquidity pool in the works. Not as of now. I mean, that's something we can pursue though if the community really wants to move that forward. Yeah, just now we have the ETH pairs and the BNB pairs, and quick on QuickSwap. Update regarding the popes for governance voting. I know Patricio from Pope has been working on that. Basically, it's just going to be a widget that's like right on the snapshot page, and it should be really easy to implement once they're finished with it. I think they're pretty close though. PM. So I think it's just going to be on the bottom right of the snapshot page, and it'll just be like a claim, I voted Pope. So I think I'm excited to implement that. Sean Kim, yeah. In terms of the frozen tables recently, it's due to this Matic gas issue, like Polygon Matic gas issue, just because there's a lot of spammers on the blockchain, just because it's so cheap to spam transactions that are pretty much blank. And so we're working on a solution to this. If there's any issues with like the frozen tables, just reach out to one of the team members or myself, and we can get that settled with you. I apologize for the any inconveniences. Usually it's fine, but then yeah, whenever there's a gas spike, because like we've been setting our gas really high just to make sure that all of our transactions get through for the time being before we develop a better approach. But we should have something, I would say, today or tomorrow to fix that. Let's see. Yep, like the daily raffle. It's good, Herc. Increase clarity on new proposals, notifications. DPM, do you mean like just like a notification for each time there's a governance proposal? If so, then you're typing. Doesn't make clear that new proposals exist. Are you referring to the snapshot or the website, the account page of the DG website? Because snapshot should show everything. Okay, the DG page. Yeah, we can. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, we can update that. Yeah, it doesn't seem. Yeah, it's not. I'm looking at it now. It doesn't show the recent ones. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I would say for now, if you to keep up to date on all of the DG governance proposals, just use the snapshot directly. I'll speak with the team about adding better organization for this the governance proposals on the governance dashboard though on the DG site. That's a good point. But thanks for the link stream. Yeah, for there that should settle it, and then we'll do a better job as well of just posting and tagging everyone in the governance channel. I think we do it. I don't know if we do use the everyone tag, so we can use the everyone tag from now on every time there's a new proposal, so no one misses them. Just because like the voting periods are kind of short. I mean, it's 4 days, so could miss it if you're not like online. Any plans to make daily and weekly gameplay top 3 leaderboards? Yeah, Zol, we were thinking about adding one for ETH, potentially, just because it actually does a decent amount of volume along with Mana and Dai, but not so much USDT or Atari, but we can. I mean, it's easy for us to add these. We just wanted to kind of do ones that people actually play with. But if we decide we want to like spread it out, the existing prizes and do all of the pairs, it's something we can definitely consider just to incentivize betting and everything and every coin. Esports, in terms of development, no. But we've been speaking with a few different partners, Michael, about potentially using their technology or integrating with their tech to deliver esports betting or esports streaming in the casinos. I think it really makes sense. I mean, like as we kind of discussed on some of the prior roundtables, it seems that kind of the most compelling user experience when it comes to sports betting or wagering on some type of esports or sports event, it would only really make sense to do it within the metaverse. It seems if you're able to stream the actual game, and so in the sense of actual sports, um, we've been speaking with a few people that could potentially make that happen. There's obviously like a few different legal hoops to hop through to make streaming like legitimate sport matches or sports games in Decentraland happen. But in terms of the wagering, I think we're thinking just like a very simple approach. I know like a lot of sports betting sites have several different like hundreds and hundreds of different bet types that you can make for each game even. And so initially, like we were thinking, um, we just set up like one market for the game, and you just can bet on one of the other team, or one team or the other team, or just like if it's esports, then just one of the contestants. Um, that's kind of the approach we were thinking just initially for a POC, but we haven't really started development on it just because our team has been focused on getting poker slots and poker crypto tournament poker and crypto slots and the improvements to the website out the door as soon as possible. But I think it's definitely something that we think would be really cool to pursue next. Okay, so in terms of gambling with the DG coin, that wasn't really what we envisioned in the white paper. But if the DAO decides that we want to add a DG wager option, then we can easily do it. It's already on Matic, obviously. So the kind of vision behind DG at the beginning, when I read the white paper, was it to be kind of like a staking coin that represents like votes within this DAO that is basically grows from the casino profits. And so it wasn't really meant to be used as a wager um, uh, currency. But I mean, it is a token. It is a ERC20 on Matic. So if the community wanted to add that functionality, it would be relatively easy. Sean Kim play with low bets on games. It doesn't really matter what the bet size is, to be honest. I mean, the gas is calculated just based on the chain congestion. So yeah, it doesn't really matter if you bet hot, big or small. Like the gas is going to be the same, and we're working that out. So I think we should have something like a fix for it tomorrow. If you have any issues though, just reach out to me and I can get it sorted out. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, I mean, we just wanted to basically for the esports and just sports betting or any type of events betting, we were just thinking like how would we make this experience cool in the metaverse? I feel like it's so easy if you want to place like really complex bets to just place those bets like on your mobile device or on your computer while you're watching the game on the TV, like in your house. So that's kind of like what we're thinking, just like something simple, and then obviously the stream is like a huge essential piece of that experience, because otherwise, why would you be in the metaverse? So Nicole, what would you way to use a video screen? Yeah, we were thinking about this. Like so essentially a video screen in the poker area for spectators, where you see all the hands. Yeah, we're thinking about doing a streaming mode, but the only issue is, people can show some of the players the hands. So if we were to just, we would need to have like a delay, which is possible. I mean, we just add like a minute or a 2 minute delay or something on, or a couple minutes delay depending on the length of the game. But then again, it wouldn't be like, the point of that would be kind of streaming for, or ideal for streaming for people outside the metaverse. It would be kind of a bit strange to stream like a 5 minute delay within the metaverse. But I mean, I think we want to make this happen though, just because it would be, I think, pretty popular to watch the games and see everything kind of play out. But yeah, Manzier, yeah, it makes it too easy to cheat if we do it without the delay. Typically, we looked at some other sites that do that, and they just add a delay to the streaming mode. Anyone else want to come up and chat with me? We still got like another 27 minutes here, and if there's anything else, like, you can pop it in the voice channel text chat. Happy to go into detail. I'm going to check all these other channels.
Yo,
Hey, Sauce.
popping up here to let everyone know that we have a Malloy Boxhead poker tournament today. There's one at 5 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe, and 5 p.m. Eastern, or I think it was 8 p.m. Eastern and 12 p.m. Eastern. Sorry about that.
Awesome. And how many tables are we doing for that?
As of right now, it's I believe it was 2 games of 12. I can always add more tables though. Should there be more applicants?
Awesome. Hercules message. What about some poker tables and slots at Atari Casino? Yeah, we're talking with the Atari folks on. They wanted to add some poker tables. We can definitely do that. And we can add slots as well. It's all part of the NPM package that we developed. So yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of just deploying those games and loading them into the Atari Casino. We can add them though. Keep building. Yep, Oxy, that's what we're doing every day. Got a solid runway now with this recent raise, and welcoming on some really solid new partners. So, we have the funds to last and really deliver all of the items that we've set out to deliver on our roadmap. So, Amnesia news, Sean Kim. Yeah, we've been running some tests, and we're thinking of deploying kind of a demo near Chateau Satoshi of the Amnesia Club shortly. It should be deployed, I would say, within the next few days or week. It's looking pretty solid though. We actually also just set up like a new streaming backend, so we're able to stream like several different videos and audio streams simultaneously. So, because in the past we were only able to do one, and then it would kind of stream in all of our venues, and now we can control it by venue, which I think will be extremely important as we host several different events at once and eventually. So our streaming infrastructure is much better, and it accommodates for Amnesia, because Amnesia has a few different streaming areas and stages. So yeah, stay posted for the Amnesia deployment. Hercules, Addis Atari team. Murph, want to say something?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, real quick. Today we had to push our event for the Charged Particles DG collaboration and auction with the performance by Andrew Lee. So that will now be next Thursday. So 1 week from today, everybody has plenty of time to plan. We just Charged Particles right into Polygon issues like the rest of us, and we want to give them time to make sure we have a good product. So just wanted to let everybody know. And then we have Rio with Virtual Horse Racing League. That's a tournament built on Zed with us on Monday's meetup. So don't miss that one. It should be really good. And that's all I got right now.
Awesome. Murph, do you want to go over like just the event schedule for the next 2 weeks? Just kind of give everyone a heads up. Is that those are the main two big ones?
Yeah, so that one we have, well, definitely the Immerse with Pop Rocks tomorrow and next Friday. So that'll be, should be much smoother with our new setup. And then we have Spanish Night is actually Mexican themed this weekend. So that should be really neat. Monday, there is a Color Clothing Club wearables giveaway event. So I know some folks have gotten the free hat. We're gonna have a big party and give away some more wearables. So I know that's always popular. And then Atari Crypto, and then Thursday is our big Charge Particles DG collaboration. Should be really fun. Angeli, who's a DG partner entertainer now, will be performing, and she'll be around to do more shows moving forward. And then next Saturday the 3rd, we have Apes 3D Auction and Showcase. They had an event a few weeks ago that went really well. They've been really popular collection, so they're going to do another show and live performance. And then the following Monday, the 5th, we have Dr. Fresh live. So, oh wait, no, we got that moved to the 7th. Excuse me. So we have Dr. Fresh coming in doing a live performance. It's going to be awesome. Be an NFT auction, and so definitely keep an eye out for the planners on that. I know 2 weeks in crypto is like a month, so put it on your calendar. And then there's a
Awesome.
couple other tentatives. Yeah, I just want to, and that we should be announcing pretty soon. So there should be some good events, but I don't want to give them away until they're official. So that should do it.
Awesome. Thanks, Murph. Yeah, and I mean, I know we've kind of mentioned this a few times, but we're pretty much daily poker tournaments. So if you're interested in participating in the poker events, definitely reach out to South or GLHF. There's prizes, crypto prizes. It's free play for now, so it's no obligation to bet real money, and you can win crypto. So definitely check it out.
Yeah, there's also been some updates to the DG server as well. If you scroll down to the weekly games, you can find the weekly poker schedule. That'll be released pretty much every Sunday if I don't update it throughout the week. So make sure to check that as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Sauce. Let's see, guys. Any other topics that you'd want us to cover? We still got another 20 minutes for this roundtable. But yeah, Dr. Fresh, I think that should be a good show. Really looking forward. We've been speaking with him for a while to get it on inside the metaverse, and so really excited for that. Yeah, I'm looking through the Discord. NFC Collective. Yeah, I mean, if you have a proposal that you wanted to discuss, definitely share it. I mean, now's the time because we have 68 people listening. so we can discuss it potentially, and have someone submit it for the DAO. Oh yeah, one other kind of an community-led initiative that I wanted to share today on this roundtable is Chris K. He's not able to. Chris K from the DeFi Donut. He makes like all types of like explainer videos that ranging from depositing funds to Polygon to using Aave or Curve. He makes like really easy to follow videos for kind of DeFi beginners. He is a DG Hodler, and he's reached out to me several times to kind of collaborate on some marketing materials. He's like started kind of just like a community-led initiative. Like I didn't make any of this. Like he just made this marketing dashboard for DG, just community marketing. And so I'm gonna share the link to it so you guys can check it out. But it's just the beginning. He's gonna like he told me he's not able to join today. I think he's at a dinner or something right now. But he's this is like just the beginning of what he's kind of just been starting to work on. And he's looking for other community members in the DG community to join him and potentially, adding some content for this marketing dashboard. So I thought it was really cool. I mean, it's awesome to see the community kind of take the initiative on things like this. So yeah, definitely check it out. And he's made a few different videos kind of covering aspects of DG as well. So he makes some really good content. I'm really looking forward to more content from Chris regarding DG. Awesome. Yeah, Queso. So awesome. Yeah, there you go. So Queso, he found DG from Chris. So I think that's a testament to the effectiveness of this. Oxy, yeah, so this is kind of like another thing on our roadmap that I haven't really showed yet, but we basically, one of the first games that DG made was Backgammon. It's a bit outdated now. We have it in like a scene, and so but the game is finished. We were thinking about just adding it to like the courtyard at Tominoya and just having it as well to be available, just because we've already made it, and it would take minimal extra development to build it out. So yeah, other than that though, like other basic games, go-karts would be a decent amount of development just because you have to do the physics. So yeah, those games would definitely take a bit of development efforts. Physical wearables, yeah, that's something that we've discussed with on a few different roundtables actually, and some of the team has been suggesting that as well. We haven't made any moves for physical wearables, but if someone has a Connect with the ability to make a or DG Mink, that would be awesome. And I would definitely pay for one of those. So let me know. No way, man. Yeah, I mean, bad photographer. If she can make it happen, then I think there's several people in the community that would pay top dollar for a legitimate DG tracksuit or DG Mink or some slides or some DZs or something. So that'd be awesome. Yeah, PM. We'll try to make some just general wearables, I think, or like physical wearables. Okay, one sec. Let me let you in. NFT. Oh, yeah, you're in. You're just muted now.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, it's a little bit low. Maybe should get closer to the mic or something.
What was this?
That's good. Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for having me up. An idea that I had, I'm a relatively small DG, but I think a lot of folks in the Zedrun community don't realize that the Matic Polygon weth that they use for entering their races is compatible also in your casino wagering. A while back, I demoed a screen, a live stream of the Zed Run races from their Twitch with Lostrom on one of his parcels, and it was pretty well received by that community. If I had an idea for a proposal, it would be to stand up some sort of a stream of their live public Twitch feed. I think that that could bring a lot of new players in to the casino and increase engagement. You know, right now they're going nuts over sandbox sales, and you can't even jump into sandbox. But I think there's an opportunity to bring in that group, which is nearly 60,000 large in their Discord.
In this Discord. Wow, that's a lot. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that would be pretty easy for us to stand up something that's just streaming the events. We're actually working on something right now that we haven't released yet, but that would be perfect for this actually for a venue to stream the races. So yeah, I'm gonna follow up. I'll DM you after this to get some more information on that. I think that would be pretty easy for us to implement, especially because we just developed kind of like a much better, more robust streaming backend architecture to be able to support several streams. So I think we could always have some of them just running in certain scenes. That wouldn't be an issue at all. Yeah.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Cool. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, I mean, I think that's just a great idea. I don't think that necessarily needs a proposal. I mean, we could make a proposal for it. I think it would be relatively easy for us to just implement it. Yeah. What's I'm looking at VV Cryptos. What's a dessing? Or designing. Oh, designing a design contest for physical wearables. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I to give everyone a background, I actually I know Rob pretty well, Zed Run, so I can reach out to him. He's like the founder. So yeah, we actually made a building for them in Vegas City. It's not on our land. It was like just a kind of a favor that we did for them a while ago. I think it was like sometime in, I want to say maybe like 4 to 6 months ago. We made them a building, and it's kind of like a bit southwest from our builds, but it's within Vegas City. So I don't know if it's live. So I can check with James from Vegas City and Zed, I think, like, and Rob from Zed. But I think it would be cool to have something like streaming that was like right next to either Tominoya or Chateau. So that's a good call, I think. Are you guys familiar with like the assets that they have on Polygon for the Zed community? Like I personally haven't played into the Zed Run games, but are they holding like Ethereum on Matic or DAI, or which currencies are they other than the NFTs, of course? Got it. Okay, that's perfect then, because if they have WETH, then they can play in the casino with Rap, like on Polygon. So that makes sense. Cool. I think that would be a great initiative. I'm glad you brought that up, NFT Collective. For Oxy's question, I don't think they have plans. They were considering doing the race in the metaverse, and when I was originally talking to Rob, but I don't think they have plans to do that anytime soon, though. I think they are focusing on like the kind of rendering of it, like and like streaming in 2D, and then I do know that they were interested in doing some type of streaming within the metaverse, but it would just be streaming on like a screen rather than the actual races riding like in the 3D environment. Herc lottery. Can we host lottery stuff? What kind of lotteries are you thinking? Yeah, we can do lotteries. That would be an issue, but we were actually right in the beginning of DG. We were thinking about doing like a lottery game, but we just kind of felt that it wasn't really that engaging of a user experience as opposed to like roulette, blackjack, slots, poker. You can basically just like play the lottery within like a website or something. So that's kind of why we decided against it. And NFC crypto lotteries. Bingo. Yeah, I mean, I think bingo wouldn't be too hard to make. Maybe if you guys would be interested in doing like a hackathon, I think it would be awesome to kind of engage the community, give away some prizes. I know it's some idea that we've been kind of throwing around a bit, but yeah, I mean, I think it would be awesome to kind of incentivize the community to build some of these games. That would be fun to deploy on DG land because we have quite a lot of land. I mean, we're only really using 15 to 20% of our 1,000 parcels of land currently. So an NFT gallery. Yeah, I mean, Manzier, we can make NFT galleries with the poker table. I don't think it wouldn't be that difficult to set up. We just would have to kind of have like a roadmap for that, or like an outline of what we would want and what kind of events we would want to host on it. Like I said, I mean, we have quite a lot of land. I know I've talked. I don't know if Mercutio is on this call, but I've spoken with him a few times because he wants to. He originally wanted a private lounge poker, private poker lounge on his land. Hey, Mercutio. But I know we've been kind of discussing with James of Vegas City of doing like a private poker lounge on Vegas City land that Mercutio would have. But yeah, I mean, we can essentially build anything. Like with the way we've designed the technology is that we can deploy any of the games on any of our scenes. We just kind of need to have deployment rights. And so, like for example, for the Atari build, like that is on Vegas land, and we're able to push updates constantly as we push updates to the games. TG Retirement Center. Draw numbers. Yeah, I mean, if you guys would want a lottery, I mean, I don't think it wouldn't be that hard to implement. I mean, I actually started building one over almost 2 years ago, over 2 years ago, but then we kind of just pivoted towards games that were kind of more engaging in 3D. But the lotteries, I mean, it's not really not that difficult to make it. I think someone made a lottery in Decentral already too. I think I was looking at it one time. I don't know how much volume they get though. Bobblehead craps tables. Yeah, I mean that's been requested quite a bit. I mean we're gonna be. I do anticipate poker. So after poker crypto, obviously we're gonna do like poker tournament mode, multi-table tournament. We've already kind of mapped out a design spec for that entire development. I do think it might take a decent amount of time to get like fully optimized and running very smoothly for kind of large amounts of players. There's a lot of optimization because you have to like accommodate like 10 to 20 tables, even more tables, and then as players get eliminated, you have to like consolidate those players amongst a smaller amount of tables. So yeah, I think the poker tournament might take, or full poker tournament mode logic may take a bit of time, but I think once we have the crypto in the tournament mode, our decision at that point would be between craps, baccarat, and yeah, lottery, bingo, keno. Like we can do pretty much any of those. I would say we should do like a governance proposal sometime over the next like month or two to determine what we want to do next. Just because yeah, it's going to be pretty open. I mean, obviously we're going to be still just working on optimizing roulette, blackjack, poker, slots, and backgammon, because we already made all those games, but we can pretty much do a DAO vote to decide what we want to make after that. Vote fund page to create raffles for DG Pope holders. Hercules, I think that's a great idea. I mean, we're just definitely, we have actually a big surprise coming to our Pope holders very soon that we've been working on. I think everyone's gonna like it. I told you guys from the beginning the Popes would pay for themselves in some way. So I'm really stoked to get that out. Hold on, lots of messages, trying to keep up. Yeah, Manzier, that would be awesome. Mercutio, yep, 100%. The full degen experience. I mean, yeah, I mean, I feel like with our current offering, it's great, with the blackjack and roulette with crypto, but we're just trying to get the poker crypto and slots with crypto out as soon as possible, because I think it'll increase our stickiness of the product, because people will be able to hop between 4 different games as opposed to 2. So it's exponentially more sticky. And then after that, yeah, lottery, bingo, keno, craps, those are all great options. We can dive into whichever one the community wants the most. Yeah, Mercutio, the investment, it was essentially closed over the last like 2 to 3 months. And so yeah, the DG tokens that were sold were vested over 2 years. So it's like linear vesting. So it's not like any immediate supply. And they were sold actually quite a bit higher than what DG is at currently. So because it was 2-3 months ago. Popes. Yeah, I mean, NFT Collective, I mean, the founder of Pope is, a good friend of ours, and Patricio's great. He is a big DG holder too. And we're actually by far like the #1 issuer of Popes in Decentral. So yeah, I mean, I think any type of collaboration with their team, they're really responsive and pleasure to work with. So if you guys have any ideas for other Popes, I mean, we already do around like 400 to 500 Popes per day. And so, yeah, I mean, I think we can pump them out as much as the community wants. And we'd love to, add, we're literally looking forward to adding like, actual rewards for the Popes too. What's DG doing for marketing besides events? Okay, so our strategy right now is we're kind of looking to do a bit of influencer marketing on a few different platforms. We're taking a look at TikTok, Twitch, mainly, yeah, TikTok and Twitch, and then we're looking into kind of revamping our Twitter, or just adding a bit of additional content to the Twitter. Hoping to kind of launch that, within the next maybe week or two. Just because our Twitter, I mean, if you look at it, we have like 34,000 followers, and we right now, I mean, our Twitter is mainly just announcements And I think we can, it's kind of like an untapped market, especially because crypto Twitter is such a massive community, and it's the people that we want to appeal to. So I think our Twitter approach can be improved quite a bit. So yeah, that's to answer your question. ETA for Cyberpunk Casino. The Cyberpunk Casino was going to be in partnership with Vegas. I think they have like a different themed. We should update that. But yeah, there's going to be a new casino soon with that's themed. It'll be. I've seen some. It's like a partner casino, so like we actually didn't do the modeling, but it looks really awesome. It's like a very unique theme, and I think that there'll be a launch party announced by Vegas shortly. I think everyone will really like it. But obviously, yeah, we're just providing the games back end, so they just basically import all of our games via the npm package, and yeah, and then they're going to be in charge of hosting events there. So it should be, and it's the partner is a pretty driven entity that's going to be running marketing. So basically DG is just responsible for providing the games, and obviously like allowing them to update and pull the latest version of our npm package as we push updates. In terms of new tables to purchase NFTs for, we weren't planning on adding any additional ones for like the traditional table games. But yeah, we wanted to do the next ones to do poker, because I know Mercutio, I know you wanted to have like a private lounge, and it's something that we were thinking next for in terms of the NFT approach. So yeah, the NFTs for private poker lounges is on the agenda. Cool, guys. I think we went a little bit over, but if there's anything else, feel free to DM me. Try to respond to everyone's messages like a decent time. But obviously, recently we've been pretty busy with getting poker out, crypto poker, crypto slots, and changes to the website. But I really appreciate everyone joining the call. If you guys were interested, definitely reach out to Saus to hop in the poker events. And then obviously, the meetups are Mondays. We have the casino nights several times a week, and yeah, come out to the Angela Lee musical show. But thanks for everyone joining, and see you in 2 weeks.